Good morning from my stomping grounds years ago in the 50. Well, I was born in 45 and I lived in Kenedy, Texas from 45 to, oh golly, 1965, 70, in that range. And this is my old hometown. Graduated from high school here. We're coming in on Highway 72. And We're going to kind of take the loop around. We'll see something different than we saw in the first video I did, or the other video I did of Kenedy, Texas. Kenedy, one N, Kenedy, Texas. And we're going to go around on the loop, and we'll go right downtown and take the main street, and I'll talk about some of the old stores and stuff. My father and mother are buried in a cemetery off to the left here. Been by there a few times. That shows a cemetery that way. That's wrong. Oh, it loops around, that's why. So we're headed into Kenedy. Run all over this town on bicycles and walked, and we had little war games when we were kids, 8, 9, 10 years old, where we had basically sticks for machine guns, and you'd make a machine gun noise. The other guy, well, they never died, even though you killed them. But we'd go all over town doing that. And then we'd have BB gun wars. But we had a rule: you weren't supposed to shoot above the waist. But that rule didn't apply all the time. Depended on how good a shot the person was shooting at you. Okay, downtown Kenedy, Texas. A lot of the old things I knew about are gone, but there used to be a bar right here right by the railroad tracks on the right-hand side, and it's where the black folks went. But every now and then we'd slip over and shoot pool and drink beer. And now we're getting in. This is downtown. On the left, there was a place called the Friendly Bar, and it was run by my uncle for a long time. Well, I'm not sure it was called the Friendly Bar. Then there was a bar here on the right, and that's where Dallas Husky and Duckett got into an argument and ended up having a shootout right here on this street we're driving on, right about where we are right now. That was in 1950. On the left was Sellers Drug Store. There was a dime store on the left, and on the right here was a jewelry store, and before that was Tudson's store where they sold clothing, and then People's Supply was on the left. There was a bank on the left. And I'm slowing everybody. I guess I better pull over and let these people go by. And what else can I tell you? There was a car dealership right up here on the right, Chevrolet as I recall, and on the left there was a cafe, not there anymore, none of this, but there was Room and Hardware, then there was Nona's Cafe, and then there was the Goff Hotel on the left up here. And then on the right, I'll go on further down. I know you want to know this. Right up here where those flags are, or kind of in that area, was the Rialto Theater. This library wasn't here, it was in another location. But the old Rialto, where that maroon thing is, that was the entrance to the Rialto Theater. Then there was Stimson's furniture, and that's all gone now. And I'll pull it out of the way here, let people go by. And I can't remember who lived in this corner house, but it's a cafe now. And but yeah, I've run all over this place, man. I mean, if you can, I'm reminiscing. I can see myself on a bicycle. I had an old bicycle, wasn't very good shape. Well, I wore it out, is what it was. The chain used to slip, and I didn't have enough sense to adjust it. You'd be pedaling up a hill, you know what I mean, and the chain would slip, and you'd bust your cojones, And But anyway, we'll turn right here, heading on out and going towards Corn City, the county seat. Well, Kenedy was going to be the county seat, but they had a shootout about that. Ended up, I think it was Buckaloo or Butler or somebody ended up having it put in Corn City. And yeah, we're just cruising along here. Yeah, a lot of old memories here, and that's about it. Every place well, not every place, but a lot of the places I remember are just vacant lots now. Up here past this florist, I mentioned that in my first video, but right up here is Kramer's, what used to be Kramer's Body Shop. And that was kind of, it still is, I guess. Well, it says Kramer Body and Frame, but it's all grown up. But that used to be kind of a hangout there, even though it wasn't that building. Erwin Kramer, you could go there and get about anything done to your car. And he could paint cars. He painted, my brother bought a 1936 Ford that he restored, put in a leather, interior in it and all kinds of stuff, and he painted it lime green. Had a 53 Olds engine in it. Oh, it was really quick. Oh, and I thought it was neat because it had a electric fuel pump, and when he'd get in it, he'd flip this switch for the fuel pump, and it'd go. I thought that was too cool, But no, it was a super fast car. He really had it fixed up good. I mean, it was cool. He paid $115 for it. Of his own money. Now, he worked at a parts store, and he was damn good in cross-referencing parts, to find something that would fit from one car to another or one year model to another. And, so he had people coming from all over asking him questions about finding parts for their old cars. He became a very good mechanic. Where that maroon truck is parked on the right, that used to be the Creamy. That was the hangout right there. That's all that's left is that old roof. But that was the spot. Creemee, Creamy. And then as we go further, not much out here I remember. I mean, we didn't, for some reason, this area out here was kind of in the boondocks, we didn't come this far. It wasn't on the drag, so to speak, because you go drag Main, go out by the high school, come around by the Creamy, and then go by Pat's Drive-In, drive-in where you pulled in, they brought a tray out and put it on your window. Yeah, you could get hamburgers for 25 cents. No kidding. Yeah, to get in a movie was 12 cents. They eventually went up to 15 cents. And yeah, but that was a lot of money. Everything's relative, If you had $1 back then, you could do a lot of stuff, And but all this, none of this was here. This red light. No, there was only. When I was living in Kenedy years ago, the first thing that happened when I was about 10 or 11 years old, they got a blinker light, a yellow caution light at one intersection. And hell, I thought that was just neater than crap. They didn't have any red lights downtown. They do now. Is that progress? I get. Well, hell, is the population much larger than it was when I was here? Not a hell of a lot. I mean, it was around 2,500 or so when I was here, and I think right now it's probably 3,500, maybe 4,000, if that. Kenedy and Corn City are only like 5 miles apart. And you talk about a high school rivalry because they were both the same size high school. We were single A high school, they were single A high school. And you talk about a grudge game. Oh, that was war, I mean, if you beat Corn City, that was it. You could lose every other game but beat Corn City. Yeah, they used to come over, and we did the same thing, but they'd come over and burn their school letters on our football field or something. They'd do something destructive before the game. But, that always worked against the opponent or the person, the team, because that just made us that much madder, even though certainly wasn't a star on the football team at all. You know, I mean, it didn't make any difference if I got mad or not. I couldn't do a lot of damage. Anyway, we got to take a left on up here, so I'm going to check my map. Y'all enjoy the view. That's Otto Kaiser Memorial Hospital there. I mentioned it in the first Kennedy visit. That wasn't there. They had a hospital in Kenedy downtown. Had, I think, two or three. Had Dr. Mills, Dr. something else. Dr. started with Q, Quince. I can't remember. Okay, so I got to go up here and number 9. I got to take 99. That's what it shows. I got to take number 99 to Coy City. I mean, I do remember that way. That was the old drive-in theater on the right, but it's gone. A lot of stuff is gone. But we'll let this go till I make my turn on 99. You can enjoy the view. Not much going on here. Of course, I guess it depends on you. But all this housing on the right, that was all built for the oil boom. They had a little oil boom here a few years ago. And yeah, they were short on housing. And apparently a lot of people thought that oil boom was going to last many years because a lot of motels came in and built facilities. HEB built a great big grocery store, and a lot of other things planning on the future growth, and it didn't happen, or it's not happening. Let me say that there's still oil and gas activity here, but it's not. I don't think what they thought it was going to be. I see gasoline here is $3.44 a gallon. Yeah, whatever whatever they'll pay, you get it. That's all oil field trucks on the right. Yeah, they got 100 of them in there. Okay, now let's see if I can find my turn up here. Junction, long highway there. Straighten this up a little bit. Yeah, these are just softball videos, guys. I mean, to me, I watch my own videos every now and then because I can't find anything else to watch on YouTube. I mean, these people have gone to making movies now. They got drones and music and crap, and they're all like it. They want to be actors, and some of them act like they're newscasters, like Paul Harvey or Walter Cronkite. I'm not I'm not knocking them. They're doing them, and they make a hell of a lot of money, and more money than I do, because that's what people want to watch. But I don't. I do me. You know what I mean? I'm getting pretty good at doing it. It took me 78 years. Okay, this is 1303. We don't want that. We're going north on Highway 181. This goes to San Antonio if you go straight on. And I could go up close to San Antonio and turn left, but the closer you get to San Antonio, the more traffic. And me, am not in the traffica. Okay, this is 99 right here. Okay, once I get on 99, then that goes all the way across. A lot of construction on this road. I came through it on the way to Victoria, and I'm hoping that Saturdays is a day off. I could have asked my son. It's their company doing it. He doesn't work on Saturday. I got a blinking yellow light. As long as it's blinking, I can turn, right? Okay. There's Hunt Brothers Pizza. God dog. Go in there and get me one. So here we go, guys. And so now that we've covered Kennedy and we're on the way to Coy City, Fashing, and other big cities out here, there's a there's a power plant out here somewhere. Coy City's 9 miles. So guys, enjoy your day, enjoy your week, or enjoy your week and enjoy your life. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye bye. And if you buy anything, and if you can afford it, a Class B motorhome ain't bad. I have to tell you, even if you can find a good used one, it might come out pretty good. Yeah, they make a nice RV home type operation. Adios, bye bye.